vlogs. Kim in the house. Alright. So, some thoughts on photography, motivation. Am I the most motivated photographers out there? Possible. Okay, so what is the secret? How does one stay motivated as a photographer in modern day times? So I think this is actually an insanely big issue because 99% of modern day photographers, the big critical issue here is that, everyone's looking for more motivation and inspiration. Yet, what is the big culprit? A lot of things, and I can speak for personal experiences. So, one of the big issues at play is, honestly, a lot of us kind of like office slaves, right? So, if you got to go to the office for a living or go on Zoom for a living, you ain't free. And as a consequence, we're obviously in front of a laptop or a computer or a desktop or screens all day. So as a consequence, the way that we see photography and approach it, it's almost like low-key pornographic in a way. Is that we just think, if I have that camera or that lens or whatever, then suddenly I'm gonna be all motivated and happy and finally become the photographer I desire to become. So I could speak from personal experiences. I'm just if I just have that Leica or whatever, and then suddenly I'll be happy and motivated, whatever. But actually, facts, the Leica M digital camera rangefinder don't matter. All of them is it's way bigger and heavier than you think it would be, and it's not compact at all. And then some people want to get a Leica Q, which is essentially just like a Panasonic Lumix camera in disguise. And even the Leica Q ain't that small and compact. Truth be told, the best digital camera out there for photography, street photography, it's definitely the Ricoh GR3X. Hey, you guys are walking again?
Gotta get things treated too.
Oh, your skin looks so nice today. What's the secret? Hey, looking good. All right. So yeah, as a consequence, any camera that you can fit in your front right pocket is good. Shoot small JPEG, extra smart JPEG, extra high contrast black and white mode, add grain and contrast to the max. Just use Apple Photos, don't use Photoshops. I don't use Photoshop or Lightroom no more. Apple Photos just keeps everything more synced. Just get an iPad Pro, the 11-inch, the small one. Either get the medium or max out the storage. And yeah, just import your photos to your iPad Pro with a USB-C card reader, and just use Apple Photos to sync everything. Flag your photos with little hearts, and then upload them to your website or your blog. Delete Instagram. Everyone's like, yeah, everything in moderation, right? But the question is, would you give your kid cocaine in moderation? Just a little bit. Just a small pump. Would you give your kid heroin in moderation? Probably not, right? So, yeah, my thought is Instagram is like cocaine for the mind, or heroin for the mind, crack cocaine for the mind. It's like meth for the mind. Like my sister jokes, butthole meth. It's like if a dude smuggled meth in his butthole on a flight, he offered to you, would you take it? No. So yeah, just think about that. And yeah, and I think okay, you have way more control over your life than you think you do. I think let's say you have a tech job or work remotely or hybrid whatever, right? If you finna have to do that, you gotta do Zoom calls, whatever, right? Just put on your AirPods Pros Max. Go on a walk in nature or the city, whatevs. Take your calls and things while walking, because a lot of these peoples nowadays, right? It's like, even Steve Jobs, he built the, Apple Park Center one as a big circle so he can enjoy the Zen walks, right? And even Steve Jobs did walking meetings. Let us use Steve Jobs as our role model. Even our best friend Nietzsche said, trust no thought that don't come to you while walking. The only real sin against the Holy Spirit is sitting on your butt, right? So yeah, so I have some simple suggestions. Kim's infamous 30,000 step a day photo challenge. I mean, it looks like the New Year's is already kind of upon us, and as a consequence, the best way to thrive as a modern day photographer, I mean, you don't have to wait till the New Year, just start today. Yeah, very, very, very simple. It's just see if you can walk 30,000 steps a day, right? And then bring along your camera. Yeah, let's say you got a job, whatever, right? Like, bro, like then on the Saturdays, the weekends, try it on a Saturday or Sunday. Like, can you do it? Wake up, drink your coffee, just jump out of the house, go on a walk, or just drive to the park, National Park Reserve, whatever. There's if you live in LA, there's this really good new Park to Playa trail. My suggestion is start off at the Stoneview Nature Center, go on a walk, and you know, there's like a 16-mile. There's a Mark Ridley Thomas Bridge that connects you to Kenneth Hahn Park. Yeah, see if you can do the 16-mile trail and just bring along your camera. Also, to become a more motivated photographer, you gotta think off the grid, which means like you don't have to just be street photography or whatever, right? Like all photos are good photos. And truth be told, like if you prefer your iPhone, just shoot on your iPhone. Just shoot in NOR mode or use your third-party camera app or whatever, Visco or Hipstamatic or whatever you want to use, right? I think the camera which is easiest and simplest and most straightforward for you to shoot with is kind of the best one. So as a consequence, yeah, just don't take it too seriously. I think when people try to take it too seriously, and deleting Instagram is the best one. It's very simple. Upload it to your own website, blog instead. Don't be a platform slave. Don't be a new digital social media slave. It's not good. Other thoughts which I think are pertinent as being a photographer. I mean, like, this is not imperative, right? Like, have a kid, have more than one kid, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever you want. Like, once you get a kid, it is so easy to stay motivated to photograph because you're going to want to photograph your kid all day, right? And even I think what people got to understand about street photography is it's kind of like an ethos. It's kind of like approach. It's kind of a lifestyle. It's kind of a mode of living. Photography is like breathing or your heartbeat, right? So, you could do a you could shoot like a street photography style of your kid, right? Kid street photography is what I call it. So, yeah, high contrast, black and white, same thing, right? You always have a one step there. You got nothing else to photograph, just photograph yourself. Do a selfie project, honor thy selfie. Some other thoughts is like, I think physical fitness here is critical. Like, do intermittent fasting, no breakfast, no lunch, only one festive dinner a day. Try to eat only red meat, 5 to 6 pounds a day, beef or lamb. Chicken's not meat. The more cholesterol you consume, the better. Cholesterol is a natural steroid. And I think, just delete and unsubscribe from all the stupid streaming shows and stuff like that. It's far more critical to instead, treat your own life like it's its own movie, and then entertain yourself. There's like a quadrillion ways to be motivated as a photographer. Just Google Eric Kim books. Start here. Infinite motivations for you. And don't forget the motto: when in doubt, just shoot it.